All right. Good evening, good morning, everyone out there on the New Oaks AI podcast. We want to thank you for stopping by this Tuesday evening at 9 p.m., which we always do every Tuesday night. Ray and myself. I'm your host, Leland Best from Best Studios LLC. Ray Luan, CEO of New Oaks and Easy Site AI. Nice to have you here, Ray. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, Leland? Good to see you again.
It's hot, Ray. It's really hot. I don't know if you see the sweat dripping off my brow or
Yep.
not.
Thank you. Thank you.
100
Thank
degrees
you.
here today for sure. It was like
Wow.
95 degrees here at the house. So you can see it up under my nose. I can feel
Right.
it.
Wow. That's crazy. That's crazy.
So the air can't keep
Yeah.
up, honestly. It's just one of those things. I'm just going to adjust my camera just a bit because I feel like I'm a little tilted up on you guys. There we go. So Ray, a lot going on. I saw you sent me some notes about Elon and the gang over at OpenAI as well. So let's talk about Sam Altman first. I saw it looked like the first episode of the OpenAI podcast was just broadcast last week. Tell me about
Yeah. So Sam Altman just attended the podcast. So there are a lot of podcasts that Sam Altman attended previously, but this time he mentioned about the release of GPT-5, which is pretty exciting. Um, to be honest, I haven't gone through the whole podcast, but I think the most interesting topic is the future of AGI. And Sam mentioned that GB5 is going to be released in the summertime. I mean,
it.
that's
Mhm.
what he mentioned. But I think the more important question is, what is GPT-5, right? What is the definition of GPT-5? I mean, is the real AGI or how intelligent GPT-5 is? I think that's a topic that keep everyone, at least myself, curious. That what will GPT-5 do for us, like our either startup founder or entrepreneur, right? So are we going to able to ask AI to do anything we want, to build any software or tool that we needed, or as AI can really become a digital employee for us? So the concept of GB5 is still mysterious for me. But from my understanding, that we are still like we are reaching super intelligence AI, that's for sure. But from another perspective of Professor Fei Li, the professor from Stanford, she mentioned that spatial intelligence still has a long way to go. And also given, a another AI expert, the Meta chief scientist Li Kun mentioned that we're still too far from reaching to the point of AGI. So I'm not sure what's your take on that.
Well, I listened to the podcast this morning, and it was really what I was getting out of it mostly was the fact that Sam is realizing that open AI at this level, given to the younger generations, like Generation Z and Generation AI, I guess is going to be the name of the next one by the time it really comes into full fruition,
Yeah.
is that these kids are going to be so fully engulfed in the way AI is incorporated into their lives that it's not going to look anything like it looks like to us right now. And they're going to be using it in ways that we can't even really fully imagine in our own minds right now, because they're the ones that are going to spark the newest innovations, the ones that are going to come up with the greatest, newest ideas, because it's in their blood almost. They're going to be like full of AI blood, let's just say, that they've
Exactly.
gotten so accustomed to it. So yeah, I think Sam was nailing it on the head. And he was asked, how do you use it in your family? And I
Yeah.
think it's been an incredible teaching tool for a lot of families to help,
Yeah.
especially those that are homeschoolers or people that are just trying to help their kids get through their homework nowadays and things
Yeah.
like that. Not to
Exactly.
fill the gap, but let them learn in ways that you can find some really cool storytelling ways to learn using GPT. So yeah, I'm looking forward to what
Yeah.
they have. You're right. It's kind of
It's
a cloud of smoke right now as to what GPT-5 is going to bring to the table.
right. That's right. That's right. That's everybody was starting. So yeah, great with what you mentioned, that the kids, the new generations is gonna grow with AI, just like generation why they grow with iPhone or smartphone, right? This this new generation Z will definitely grow with AI. So they make friends with AI. They talk to AI every single day more than their parents, probably.
No problem.
Either as a education tool, learning tool, or as a friend. So there's a saying that a lot of kids, they mention that they may date AI when they grow up.
True.
Means that they may not date real person anymore. They want the AI to be their boyfriend or girlfriend. Scary, though.
My wife has formed a somewhat, cohesive relationship with what she calls Tessa. And Tessa is an open AI GPT that she's using just to console with her about her own medical and spiritual and psychological stuff.
Exactly.
It's just there as somebody to help her get through her daily life every now and then. When she's got a question that I'm not there to answer, she just pops up with GPT, sees what's happening. So that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So other AI stuff made the news, and it's actually made more headlines after what you sent me, Ray. You sent me some info on Elon's latest adventure with the Tesla launch of the robo-taxi, you might say, down in Austin, Texas it was. So this was the first rendition, let's say, of an electric autonomous vehicle that's out there pulling the taxi service for you and just getting you back and forth from place to place. Now, Ray, we showed video of you getting in an autonomous Tesla while you were here in the States. Now, these are different vehicles, obviously. They're smaller, they're more compact, they're a little different than what you were in, but more news struck 6 hours ago. Did you see it?
No.
What is that? Came up next. There's a lot of incidents that have been caught on camera that have the regulators really up in arms, because some of these taxis are showing some really erratic behavior on the streets. They're just not going where they should be in some cases. We saw those ones early on that were going the wrong way on highways. So what was your take on what's going on with Tesla right now?
I think so in my opinion, actually I already experienced the FSD on Tesla Model Y last year, I think it's last September. So I'm not so surprised that they roll out the robot taxi in June this year. The only difference between my expectation and the recently rolled out robot taxi is that there's still steering wheel, right, on the vehicle, versus Elon mentioned that he will try his best to remove the steering wheel from the
makes sense, I guess. Why do you need it? It's only going to be a gimmick for other people to try to control the vehicle. But what would happen then? I got to ask you this then. What would happen if the vehicle were to lose total control on the freeway of the computer controlled system? And what does the person do at that point? Does the vehicle just shut off and pull off to the side of the road immediately, or do you give the person back human in the loop control?
Right. I think there should be an emergency trigger or emergency plan B, right? When the autonomous AI just stop working because of electricity issue or whatever, the hardware issue, I think there should be a solution. Means that there should be a backup. If backup algorithm should pull over the vehicle to a safer place, it cannot stop, right? It cannot give you a hard stop when there's something happening, right? So I think if I was Elon, I will put the algorithm as plan B. So whenever there's an emergency happens, so there is a fixed routine procedure to put vehicle over, instead of have a hard stop or just one crazy, driving to different directions. Allow the algorithm to go free will. That's going to be really scary. So, but I think even though there's some incidents on the Austin trial of the robot taxi, I still very optimistic about the whole launch of robot taxi, because I know I'm a true believer of the pure vision algorithm for FSD 13.2 version, like end to end. So I think pure vision, it has been proven to be the future. And also, just for your information, early this year, Tesla FSD has been released in China, which is a lot of people has concerns because, first of all, Tesla has not been trained in the complicated environment conditions in China or other countries, right?
For sure.
So that means that there is a chance that the AI or the FSC will not perform well. But surprisingly, it performed extremely well in an environment it has not been trained with data for. And because the pure vision solution will learn on the go. It does not need to learn in a predefined routine data set. It has a capability of reasoning. So I would say yesterday's launch was successful because it performed better than many people's expectation, including my expectation. It's the first time of launch, and if it keeps very slow speed, it's not going to have a fatal accident or anything like that. And so yeah, so that's my take. I think with given like a couple months, it's going to be better and better. It will be way better than Waymo, from my
Maybe way better than what? I missed something.
Than Waymo. Waymo is
Waymo,
the competitor. Yeah.
So for those who don't know what pure vision is, that's basically Elon's take on how a vehicle should see the road, which is rather than using radar, LiDAR, or anything that's simply pointing and scanning, he wants it to have an actual set of eyes using the virtual cameras, visual cameras, whichever way he implements the signal is irrelevant. It's just he wants the car to see through the lens of a camera. So, and then determine its environment, be able to make judgment and right and wrong decisions based on the environment it sees. So yeah, pure vision would be the way to go, but it's a lot in the making, that's for sure.
Right. So I think since Tesla already released robot taxis, and then a lot of interesting or brand new business models probably will come after that. It means that all of the Tesla owners, including myself, will have the chance to rent our Tesla out to anyone, right? Yeah. So when the user does not drive the Tesla, you can always rent it out to make money for you, and then immediately come back. So there's a calculation that if the robot taxi will be able to make all of the sold Tesla a robot taxi fleet, literally you can take the money back within a year, right? For example, if you buy a Model Y for like 40K or 50K, and then if you can rent it out, put it on Tesla's robot taxi fleet and rent it out as Uber, but without you driving the Uber vehicle, you're going to take the money back within a year. Think about it. How exciting is that?
Yeah, that is. Yeah, when you really think about it. So yeah, all of you Uber drivers and all those other DoorDash drivers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you better get your act together quick, because AI is coming for your job, or someone using AI is coming for your
job. Exactly. And another fun point. Another fun point is that they charge $4.2 per ride, right? Yeah. So 42 is a miss.
It doesn't matter where you go.
Yeah.
It's just one fee, no matter where you want to be. That's
yeah. So, but the number 4.2 or 42 is a mysterious number that Elon like to use. If you pay much attention, he used number 42 on SpaceX, on Tesla, on a lot of scenarios, because there's a saying that 42 is the ultimate secret of the universe. So pay attention to 42. 42 is a really interesting number. Yeah, there's a story about it.
Was that the one Sheldon had in the closet from?
Yeah.
Big Bang was 42. I thought it was 43 in my head for some reason. It
No,
was
no,
50,
42.
so
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
42.
exactly.
That's right. You're right.
42 is a mistake.
You
Yeah,
guys all knew that
mystery
out there,
number.
right? Yeah, my
Yeah,
bad, my bad. All right, well, perfect. Well, let's get up to the updates, Ray. We're halfway through the show here, so let's talk about
yeah.
Easy Site. We've got some feature updates starting out with the MCP tool. Looks like you got some metadata construction platform going on over at Easy Site, Ray. Tell us about
Yeah, so the MCP2 we released recently. We released the MCP2. When you log on to easy site and there's a button called MCP2, and there are two. We released two internal MCP tools. One is that you can use a image search function or feature, which means that during the generation of the website, if you enable image search, it will get the free image from Unsplash, which is image provider, versus all the image that used for website building is the fake image generated by AI. So
it.
this
Yeah,
in this for with this feature, you can get a much better image, so that the quality will be improved for the generated website. That's number one. And number two is for the database, right? Which means that if you enable that feature, you can actually use prompt to create, update, delete data in and to the operation to your database directly.
so like if I want
Which
to
means
add
that
more cells, I just say add 5 more cells with these titles to the database, and it'll create a new set
exactly.
of string variables for me to use somewhere
Yep.
else. Awesome. I love it. That's cool. Other than that, it looks like there's only been a few major updates to New Oak, or I'm sorry, Easy Site today. And the other is the role permissions. And I saw on the Facebook group that that was
Yeah.
already implemented as of today, or was that yesterday that that note went out?
Yes,
That was today, wasn't it?
was yes. Yeah.
Yesterday. Okay, so how do we find out what's going on over here? This is basically role permissions. So I'm looking for where I got to go, Ray. Where would I find the role permissions?
Yeah, so there it's pretty it's embedded very deeply within. If you go to your project,
Okay.
click the top menu project setting, admin, sorry, project admin, and then you
Oh, I
will
got
see,
you. Okay.
yeah, the
Bring that
tables,
over to project
project
admin
admin,
where we see the
the
database
admin, yeah,
and the
yeah,
tables will be
core
located
table,
within it. Yeah, let me get
core
one that
table,
actually has something, Ray. That one doesn't actually have any
yeah,
project in it. So if I head here to the project admin for a database, you'll see that there
yep,
is data in this one and it's moving along
right,
quite
yeah,
well. So
yeah.
what you're saying is
The
I should be able
core,
to, yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Ray.
go to the core table, up all the
Yep,
way up to core table,
got it.
yeah. Yeah, and it is set authorization user, right? And on the right, on the top right, there is an enable role.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
now I gotcha.
enable that. Yeah,
So I do
click
role
enable.
functionality and
Right.
then I can
And
create user
so
profiles.
no,
There we
you
go.
see,
I
yes,
gotcha.
that's one.
I gotcha.
Yeah. So here you can define, you can add the permission role manually, or you can use a prompt to build up your admission permission panel, the whole authorization system out of that.
I like it. So at least that
Yeah,
way, if you want. Now, what are the basic options here if you wanted to give somebody roles as to administrator versus general user? What type
right.
of feature sets are you going to be able to grant to them as abilities and access points within the system?
Right. You can grant the users different permissions or roles. For example, the by default is there's a admission and or generic role, or you can grant the user the role of moderator and give the different permission or capabilities for moderator. For example,
Gotcha.
a moderator can write to the backend or can only see certain pages of your website, this kind of structure, so that you can create a complicated role system for your website to make your website ready to be promoted or be used by your users.
And I guess according to what I'm seeing here, bless you, whoever that was, somebody's over
Yeah.
there sneezing. We got him in the background.
Yeah.
So main web page revamp. It looks like you guys are going to be going over the main page of Easy Site. So this is what Easy Site looks like currently. Is there going to be a major shift in how this looks, right?
Yeah, we're going to add a light theme version, lighter theme. It's a dark theme,
Oh,
right?
okay.
So we're going
Yep.
to add a light theme and add a switch so that you can switch to different theme, and we'll pretty up the whole web page a little bit, make it look more professional. But well, yeah, we're going to release that probably tomorrow or later this week. We're keep working on the UI of the web pages and just make it more attractive.
I like it, right? So no other updates regarding Easy Site at this time. And honestly, I didn't see any updates coming through for New Oaks either. But New Oaks is kind of a full wrap package now anyway, right,
Yeah.
Ray? I don't see anything
Exactly.
else coming out of that product. But if you haven't seen either of them, be sure to go check out newoaks.ai and easysite.ai, which were the two websites we talked about today. We have a community for each out on Facebook, but I got to warn all of you. And Ray, this is some other news that just came out today, and I want to kind of discuss on it because it's rather important for anyone out there that's running a Facebook group currently. They
Okay.
have put out an onslaught of attacks against Facebook groups using AI moderators. And what's happening is it's kind of gone rogue using Meta AI's own internal systems to check for and watch for bad actors. So what's happening on these large Facebook groups, and I'm just going to give a summary of an article that was put up by Jonathan Mast and his huge, like 350,000 member Facebook group. Two Facebook groups disappeared yesterday and were completely
Wow.
shut down from the owner's access. This is what the summary of the content goes like this. Since June 24, 2025, Facebook has been under attack not by hackers breaking in, but by bots manipulating its own AI moderation system. Coordinated bot networks are mass reporting legitimate Facebook groups, tricking Meta AI into automatically suspending or deleting them. So here's how it
Wow.
works. Hundreds of fake reports hit a group within minutes. Facebook's AI, designed to err on the side of caution, sees this as a red flag and instantly suspends the group. No humans involved, no due process. So even massive communities like AI Revolution, who had over 400,000 members in the group, vanished overnight. So this isn't a glitch. It's a weaponized automation. It's bad actors turning Meta's AI defense system into an attack vector. So remember this. Find a way that your community can find itself somewhere outside of Facebook right now. Okay.
Wow.
Get all those contacts together, make sure your lists are up to date, and let all of your users know that this is going on, because the worst thing that could happen is you could lose an entire 250,000 member community in a flash overnight, and there'd be no way for you to get that back. So make sure you take the proper steps in defense to make sure this doesn't happen to you. It's a mess, right? It's kind of sad that already AI is being used against us in one way or another. It looks like Ray's breaking up on his end, so we may have lost him in the feed. This does happen sometimes when we're talking with everybody over in China. We're in Beijing. He may have to pop back in. Yep, we just lost his feed. So just hold tight, folks. We'll get him back. For you folks out there on TikTok who are watching behind the scenes, I just want to let you guys know it's been a pleasure to hang out here with you guys today. I hope you guys are getting all of the vocal. I'm not sure if you're getting all the audio from Ray or not. Leave a comment if you're not, so that I can make sure I find other ways to import the feed. Before long, we're going to be sending this feed on the air through TikTok as well. I just haven't set up a full stream effect for us to do both live on YouTube and TikTok just yet, but that's in process. So it won't be long and we'll have all this stuff up and running as always. So make sure you get a follow, because these won't be available publicly to the live audience at all times. These will be part of the behind the scenes group that you'll have to pay for a membership to watch in the near future. So I'm just kind of giving everybody an opportunity to see them now. Ray, it looks like you're coming back. There he is. All right, we're getting him back. That's okay. We got him back. All right, Ray, I see you. Do I hear you? Oh, it's pretty staggered though. It's a rough connection. Looks like we got bad airwaves going on. Must be some bad actors bumping in on our feed here, Ray. Yeah, I can't hear you right now. Let me see. Give it a second and see if it comes in. But I think we'll just have to. I was talking with the folks out there for a minute while you were coming back in. I had your face on the screen still, so that was good. Nope, Ray's gone. So we're just going to wrap this up. I'm not going to ask Ray to come back in here again. Ray, it's cool. We're just going to leave you where you're at. So I just want to thank everybody out there on TikTok who's been watching behind the scenes, as well as those who come to us out there on YouTube. This is on to my left, Ray Luan, CEO of New Oaks AI. He's also the CEO of EasySite.ai. We get together every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, where we talk about the latest AI trends going on in the world today, along with the updates out at EasySite and New Oaks. New Oaks is kind of a wrapped up project. If you want to check out my version of New Oaks, go over to AIO Chatbots, where you can grab a bot for yourself and see what's going on. But that way you understand how we can use this as both a tool and a way for other business owners to build their AI business going forward. So come on by next week where we'll talk about some more trends going on in the AI world. We'll see you then next time. Take care, everyone. Have a great evening. You know, all that other good stuff that comes with it. Have a great, guys. Take it easy. Bye for now. All right, doesn't always go as planned sometimes, but we're just closing up the feed out back. So